break. Today's tidbit.
And it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio is Puyong. Puyong, hello to you.
Hi.
Puyong,
Yes,
slap me in the face
I will.
with the fact, with the hard cold, stone cold fact,
Yes.
truth.
Yes.
She goes like literally 5 seconds before we go on air. She goes, "No more holidays until May." You know, I never
No more red days.
I never thought that would hit me, but that hit me hard.
Right?
It
Because
was
the holiday was quite long, from Lunar New Year to
Yes.
this, Independence Day.
Yes.
Holiday was long.
It was long.
Yes.
And I enjoyed it.
Me
I
too.
actually enjoyed this past weekend more than the Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year went by so quick.
Right. Maybe that's because we had too much expectation.
We did.
It's long, so we
Maybe.
thought we could get like good rest,
Yeah.
but it just flew.
Man,
by.
yesterday I just slept.
Oh.
Slept, and then I
Yeah.
went to sleep at like 2:30 in the morning. It messed up my rhythm, and then I had to wake up early for work.
Oh,
Couldn't take a nap.
right. Yeah, it was a rainy day.
Oh,
so
messed
it's a good
up.
day to, take a nap,
That's right.
get some sleep.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, it's 정월대보름 today, right?
is, it
and
is.
we can't see the moon right now.
No, we
but
can't.
if you could, what wish would you make?
I wish...
Boop boop.
My
excited.
bowel movement is good. I wish. I wish for another great year. Last year was good for me. In many ways, it was good. But this year, I wish for another great year, but healthy year.
All right.
Man, ever
You're
since-
approaching.
Man, once I hit the big 4-0, it's like I got
Right.
sick every other week. So
Yes,
that's
stay
what about
healthy.
you?
I would wish for even more success of the Culture Inc.
You're such a liar. I mean, you probably feel that way, but that is not your own. That's not your only wish.
No, that's my only wish.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right.
And to stay healthy, of course.
She can that. She can that. Look at that. And she's like, it's gonna come back. She's gonna give like 5 other wishes afterwards. But I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Well, okay. Can you guess what 정월대보름 actually means, though?
It is the first full moon of the
Yes.
new Lunar New Year.
Yes.
That's
but can
what
you
it means.
break it down? Like, what does 정월 mean? Do you know?
Chungwar?
Because I didn't know.
I didn't know neither.
So
You know what? I heard this, but I always forget. Yes.
Okay, so 정월 refers to the first month of the Lunar New Year. So that would be January, right?
Yes.
And 보름 means the 15th day. So 정월대보름 literally means the 15th day of the first lunar month.
Well, technically, it was February this year, right? So, like, because lunar
It is, but-
month.
Oh, yes, right.
So the lunar month of the first month, since the first month, it was February this year.
Yes, that is true.
So that's what it is. But again, I know that more back in the days, people used to really celebrate this.
Yes, I looked it up, and traditionally, it was even celebrated more grandly than 설날. So from Lunar New Year's Day to 정월대보름, those 15 days were basically a festival period.
Yeah.
And I even read something funny. So they say people wouldn't even collect debts during that time.
Oh.
That's how festive it was. Yeah, you're not supposed to collect debts.
I don't. My bank still collected my debt.
They're not as friendly as, the people back
Man,
then.
my bank still collected my mortgage, so I don't know about that. But we got some other interesting stuff.
Yes, this is just a super random story, but the day after 대보름, which is lunar January 16th, was called Ghost Day.
No?
Iris would love it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so people believed that if you went outside, ghosts might follow you home. So
Like-
they stayed indoors.
Like really waltz with your ghost.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so they stayed indoors, but scholars say it was just probably a way to rest quietly for a day after 2 weeks of celebration before going back to work. So it was an excuse.
So technically, we should be off today too.
Yes. No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Technically, we should be off tomorrow
yes, because
too.
we don't want ghosts chasing us home.
But that's not going to happen.
And this is actually a historic day for you too, SJ.
It is?
Yes.
Why is it a historic day?
It's related to the music show 가요 Top 10.
Is it?
The show ended on 정월대보름 in 1998.
Oh, you see, you got a mistake in here.
What?
You got a mistake here. The Kayo Top 10 that I like is a club.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the music show.
No. It's the club that I go to. It's called Kayo Top 10.
Ah,
I could care less about the show.
Okay, I see. Okay, anyway, there are so many customs related to 대보름 and a lot of traditional foods too. And it's said that very few holidays have preserved so many traditions into modern times like this one.
Okay, so what's the most representative custom then?
I would say moon viewing, 달맞이,
Yes.
which was mentioned in today's opening, right?
Yes.
So on the evening of 대보름, people would carry torches and climb small hills to greet the rising full moon. So it's similar to watching the first sunrise of the new year. And there's even a belief that the first person to see the moon will have good luck all year, so people would rush up the hill to see it first.
Can I?
Why?
Can I go outside and be the first one? I think we still got time. I think it was like 6:39 is
49, I think.
49, 49, 49, 49, right?
Yes. You want to run out?
I'm a little bit hesitant here. And they make wishes under the moon.
Exactly. And another well-known custom is 달집 태우기. So it could mean like burning 달집. So think of it as a giant bonfire. People would gather straw and branches, tie them together into a large structure called a 달집, and just set it on fire. And while it burned, they would pray for a good harvest or good fortune in farming, studying, or marriage.
Now you understand that people don't really do this anymore now because of safety reasons.
Yes.
But still, though, but does it matter how it burns?
Yes. The higher and stronger the flames, the more peaceful and prosperous the village was believed to be that year. And while it burned, a traditional percussion band or 풍물패 would circle around playing music, and it must have been quite a sight, right?
Oh, we got a video on this stuff?
Yes. So they are lighting the 달집 like that.
Oh, it's a big bonfire.
It is a giant bonfire.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes. And you hear the sound, right? The percussion band.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
It is huge, right?
You guys can see it because it's dark, but it's actually really, really high.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's
the traditional. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so there are places where they still do this.
In rural areas, yes. You won't be able to do that in Seoul anymore.
And another thing that people used to do, I don't think they do it as much anymore because of fire safety reasons.
Yes.
지불놀이, right?
Yes. So on the eve of 정월 대보름, so that's the day before, right? People would light small fires along the ridges of rice paddies and fields. And you put straw inside a can with holes, light it, spin it around, and then throw it into the fields to burn weeds. Well, I used to think it was just spinning fire around for fun, but it turns out it's actually a way to reduce pests and mice before planting season.
We actually got a video on this one too.
This is actually like 90s.
They throw it like that? I think they just use to spin it.
Right? No, they throw it.
Oh, you could tell this is OG. This is the 80s, 90s.
Yes.
Oh, the people are way too close to each other for my liking. That kid's hair's on fire. That kid's hair's on fire.
Yes, anyways, yeah.
So that's why, see, look at this. You can't do this anymore. There's a 1 million won fine now.
Yes.
If you do this. Dude, you could tell.
It is quite dangerous. It is.
That kid,
really.
one kid, there was some, oh my God, that kid's hair was on fire.
Oh my God.
But again, it does sound very dangerous.
It is. It was common in rural areas until the 1990s, but since the 2000s, it's mostly stopped due to fire risks, as you already mentioned. So in some places, they use LED lights instead, just to recreate the feeling, but it's not the same.
I'm telling you, those things, those haze, they catch fire quick.
Yes.
I know a thing or two about that.
Oh,
yes,
what happened?
Statute of limitation is over, but I burnt an entire cornfield back when I was like 5.
Wow.
So they never caught the person.
You ran away?
Well, yeah, I was like, and then I went home. I was like, oh my goodness, it's on fire. And then it was.
Oh, even your parents didn't know.
They didn't know.
Oh,
statute
do
of
they know
limitation.
now?
They don't know.
Oh, wow.
Just in case. Actually, you know what? I think I might have told them. But statute of limitation is done and over with. And I revisit that place time to time out. It's still a barren land.
Because of you.
It's still a barren land. I just want to put it that way.
So funny.
Anyways, guys, we've been talking about the full moon. You got to make a wish. Perfect song for this. Girls' Generation with Genie. 손을 말해봐. Or may not come out of this studio alive. I may or might not have said too much secrets of my past.
Guys, help me.
Of my past. I will not share those stories.
Mayday, mayday.
Just in case. But I'm telling you, all the stuff that we talk about when the music goes on is actually sometimes it's more fun than the show itself.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the other customs that happen on 대보름.
All right. Well, one that surprised me is called selling the heat or 더위 팔기. Have you heard of this?
No.
So early in the morning of 정월 대보름, you call out someone's name. SJ.
Okay.
And when they answer without thinking, you shout, "Buy my heat," or "My heat, your heat." And the belief was that the summer heat would transfer to the person who answered.
Why would you do that to somebody? That's just mean. That is mean. The summer heat has been bad these years.
Mean, but
부용.
yeah. Oh, I fell for it.
Buy my heat. Buy my heat. You have to buy the heat.
Oh my god, I'm so taken aback.
Oh, guys, if you guys enjoy, if you guys
my
have a
God.
nice summer, it's thanks to Puyong.
Oh,
She's taking the
guys.
heat.
Okay.
It's gonna be a pleasant summer, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
So basically, the person who replies gets the
Yes,
heat. In
I
this
got
case,
your
you.
heat. Yes.
Very nice.
But if they realize what's happening and shout it first, which I failed to do, then the original caller ends up buying the heat instead. It's very playful.
Okay.
And
okay.
sad now.
We have some other traditional games.
Yes, another traditional game from Andong is called 차전놀이.
I've never heard of
Oh,
this.
you've never? Okay, so young men from different villages would divide into teams and clash large wooden poles called 동체. And the goal was to push the opponent's pole down or climb onto it to win.
Young men from village. Village people.
Yes, gathering around.
Young men.
Yes.
That's like the original YMCA song.
Yeah, we have a photo of it actually. You've seen this.
I have not seen
Oh,
this
you
ever.
haven't? Oh, so that wooden pole is called a 동체.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are fighting.
Uh-huh.
So you have to like pull the opponent's pole down, or you have to like
Oh,
top of their-
okay. So it's kind of like tug of war, kind of like tug of war.
kind of, and there's people like supporting it. You can't really see it because of all the spectators, but there are people who are holding the pole. So like you're the
Oh my
captain.
goodness, that's huge. I'll be a little scared. I'm just gonna be selling heat. That's a little.
You're gonna be very good at it.
That's a little too dangerous for me. But we
Yes.
can't forget the food on the holidays.
Of course. So on 정월 대보름, people gathered all the winter foods they had stored. So in the morning, instead of 떡국 like on 설날, they would eat 부럼. You know what 부럼 is, right?
Yeah, it's like what is it? Like hard shell,
yes.
like nuts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like nuts like peanuts, walnuts, and chestnuts. And there's a custom called breaking the nuts, or in Korean we call that 부럼 깨기, where you bite and crack as many nuts as your age early in the morning.
That's messed up. That's messed up for like a 70-year-old or an 80-year-old
I know,
whose
right?
teeth ain't that good.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do it for like all the morning.
It's painful.
I
Sounds
thought so
painful.
too, yes. But it symbolizes wishing for a peaceful year and good fortune. And some even say it can actually strengthen your teeth. And nuts are actually very healthy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But also eat seasoned vegetables, 나물.
Yes, especially dried vegetables from the previous year. So they soak the vegetables and rehydrate them.
Oh, yeah.
Believing that eating them prevents heat stroke in summer. Mushrooms, bracken, bellflower root, and dried radish greens are common, though of course it varies by region. And of course there's something called 오곡밥.
오곡밥. It's right there in the name, right?
Yes.
오 is 5.
Yes.
곡 is grain.
Yes.
So 5 grain rice.
Yes,
is that what it is?
exactly.
Man, she underestimated. What's in 오곡밥?
But do you know what the 오곡 is?
Okay,
The
no.
5 grains.
No.
That's why I said what's in 오곡밥.
Rice, beans,
Yeah?
wheat.
No,
No? What's
not
in
really.
there?
So rice, millet, sorghum, red beans, and soybeans.
Okay.
So the grains that grew best during the previous harvest were gathered together into one bowl. And what's interesting is that people believed you shouldn't eat only one house's 오곡밥. So you were supposed to try rice from several different homes. That way you receive more luck throughout the year.
Okay.
Why?
I'm telling you, people eat a lot during holidays here in Korea.
Yes. It's that spirit of sharing, SJ.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
you share your rice with your neighbor.
And
You're
we don't see that a lot nowadays, right? But back in the days, everything was about sharing and not keeping them to yourself. And that's what like the agricultural society was all about back in the days, right?
Building that community, right?
Yeah.
So these days, we often think of luck or success as something quite personal, right? But back then, well-being was something more communal. So, and if the whole village had a good year, then you would naturally have a good year too.
And it really created a strong sense of connection thanks to this.
Exactly. And it's probably hard to see that kind of scene in Seoul today. You know, it's hard to imagine going door to door sharing rice bowls, you know, since most of us live in apartments and barely know our neighbors' names. But across the country, 정월대보름 events are still being held. So if you're listening in Seoul tonight and happen to see the red full moon, maybe take a moment to make a wish.
Let's go into our final takeaway.
Okay, so 정월대보름 reminds us that no matter how busy life gets, we all begin the year hoping for something better, right? So tonight, if you get the chance, step outside for a moment and look up at the moon. You don't have to do anything grand. Just take a breath, make a small wish, and start the year with that intention in your heart.
Bam! There you go.
Now we should run out and make a wish.
Still not 49. Got like 6 minutes to kill here.
Yeah.
Buyong?
Maybe after the next song break.
Buyong? By my feet?
Why do we keep falling for this?
Man,
That's so stupid.
it is going to be a good summer.
Oh my
Buyong,
God.
thank you so much for this. Have a fantastic rest of
You
your
too.
night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Hayeon Sang with Moonlight.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio live is Buyong. Buyong, hello to you.
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. I feel like this week is going by a little bit
Yes,
quicker than
yes.
usual. It's because we had the Monday off.
Yes. It was a sweet holiday.
It was. It felt longer than usual, which also meant that for most of the kids, I mean, it was like one day less of back to school.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Did you like school? We were talking, actually, we had our staff meeting today.
Uh-huh.
And we forget how some of these people in our radio station, they're smart people. They be going to good schools.
Uh-huh.
Like elite schools. You went to
It's
elite
not
schools.
elite.
You went
I
to an
wouldn't
elite
say-
school.
No, it's not an elite school.
You went to an elite school.
It's called Global High School.
Yes?
We have like 2 tracks, international track and domestic track.
You
So-
did international? You
I
speak
wanted
English?
to-
Oh,
I
you didn't
wanted
speak
to-
English?
English.
You didn't speak English in the school?
No, I mean, even the domestic track, we took classes in English.
Okay.
Uh-huh, but like for international track, they take SATs and like APs.
Oh.
So they're preparing for those, you know.
Okay. But you went to good there's a K-pop high school? There's a school called K-pop high school.
What? So the Korean name is K-pop 고등학교?
Yeah.
Really?
I forget where it is. I think it's down south somewhere. I know this because they have a baseball team.
Oh.
And it was so funny because I mean, they're not that good, but they're like
Maybe they do the dance.
maybe they do.
Yeah, between the innings.
I don't know, but there's a K-pop high school. I just want to put
Did you
it
see
out
my
there.
dance?
I did see the dance.
How was it?
I was like, I think we got to get her to dance sometime.
Together.
No,
Let's do it together.
Don't mess
Like
that
the
up.
pair dance.
No, thanks.
Phew, phew, phew.
You don't know my kind of dance. It's a different kind of dance. What's
Okay.
our tidbit today?
Well, it's about the back to school week. So this week's the back to school week, right?
Yes.
And how's your son liking elementary school?
Man, I yelled at him so much during the way to school because he keeps running.
That's the fun of school.
One of his closest friends is in the same class, and him and his dad are like,
How
we're
lucky.
yeah, and so like we're like, let's go to school together,
Yes.
and he's so excited to go. He's running. I said, Aaron, this is not kindergarten. You can't be running everywhere.
right,
As soon as he saw his friend, he starts running, and you know how in the
he's excited.
streets
Yes.
during the traffic light, there's the
The
person
yellow. Oh, yeah.
like don't go.
Yes,
He was
yes.
about to cross that.
Oh, that's dangerous.
This is dangerous. I said,
Yes.
Aaron, I'm gonna one more time. You're not gonna go to school if you keep doing that.
Oh.
And I was like, please don't get the bluff. Please don't get the bluff. But he kept on. I think he's still getting used to the whole I'm not in kindergarten anymore.
Oh, right. But it's good that he's liking school.
I think he's liking it. I have to go home and ask him how day number. Today was the first real day.
Right.
so-
Did you like school?
No,
You didn't?
I never liked school.
I loved school.
I hated school.
Really?
Yup. Never liked school.
Then what do you do without going to school? Like, what did you want to do?
I should have. If child labor was legal,
Yes.
I'd be working. I'd be working
By your choice?
by choice, not forced child labor. I'd be going. Pay me, and I'd be working. I was never really big into studying.
Really? I mean, I wasn't into studying either, but I just loved being with my friends. It's because maybe I'm an only child. I just loved being with friends.
I mean, I like playing with friends.
Yes.
That's why I like gym class.
Yes,
And
PE
recess
class.
and recess
Recess.
and summer vacations.
Yes.
I liked it. I just didn't like school. I don't think I've ever gone through a period where I said I like school.
Okay.
I didn't even think I liked
okay.
kindergarten.
Hey.
I'm serious. But why do you ask?
Well, because we're talking about something related to schools, did you ever wear school uniforms though?
In kindergarten. No. Actually, no. Not even in kindergarten. We had school uniforms, but that was only during when we go on trips.
Oh,
We wore a
in the
uniform.
U.S. or
No, I went kindergarten here in Korea.
here? Oh, okay.
I went to a 그림 유치원.
Was that in Seoul?
No, it wasn't.
In Gyeonggi-do, Gwangju?
It was in Gyeonggi-do,
Okay,
Gwangju.
okay.
But what about you?
I did. I wore them in middle
Okay.
school and high school. And time really flies. So before you know it, your son, Aaron, will be wearing a uniform too.
Okay.
So today's topic might be relevant for you sooner than you think.
All right, so we're going to talk about Korean school uniforms.
Yes. So in Korea, middle schools and high schools, and even some private elementary schools require students to wear uniforms. So students would go to school in uniforms every single day. And since Korean students spend a long time at school, especially high schoolers who can be there for over 12 hours, if you think about the morning study sessions to evening self-study,
Yep.
there are actually many different types of uniforms.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it. There's like there's the summer one, there's the
Yes.
winter one, and
Yes.
there's like gym and all that stuff.
You
so
know that basics.
because I didn't go to in America, if you go to a private school,
Right.
you go or like a Catholic school.
The Gossip Girl. You think about the Gossip Girl?
I've never watched the Gossip Girls. What is the Gossip Girls? Do they wear uniforms?
Yes. They go to like high-end schools, so
Oh, really?
they're basically super rich people.
So they would be in private schools wearing,
Yes.
and then they make their own little uniforms. I bet you it's very posh and stuff like
Yes,
that, right?
very posh.
But the first thing when we think about like Korean uniforms, right?
Yes,
Like you think of like the classic suit style uniforms.
Yes, the formal one, right? The
Yeah.
formal uniform is usually divided into 3 seasonal versions, as you said. Winter uniforms, spring and fall uniforms, and summer uniforms. And for winter, it's basically the spring and fall uniform with an extra outer layer.
All right, so we got some pictures here. And I'm guessing the one on the far left with the
Yes.
jacket is the winter.
Yes.
Middle is the spring to fall. And the one in the middle is the summer.
Great job, Ashe.
Why that kid not tucking his shirt?
On the
You
right side?
Yes.
Oh.
You're allowed to do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You don't have to tuck it in.
All right, that's not very formal then. But let's talk about what it includes.
Well, for winter, students typically wear a blouse or dress shirt, plus a tie or ribbon, plus a vest, plus a cardigan, plus a blazer, and either pants or a skirt. And when it's cold, they layer the cardigan under the blazer.
Okay, and girls can either wear pants or skirts.
Well, when I was in middle school, I wasn't allowed to. So that's like 15 years ago. And some schools, including mine, didn't allow girls to wear pants.
Okay.
We only had to wear skirts.
Okay.
But it gradually became more flexible during my time.
Okay.
And back then, if we wore summer uniforms during the transitional fall period instead of the spring and fall uniform, teachers would actually check and correct us.
Yes. So, I'll get into this. I'll get into this. But let's talk about the summer uniforms.
Okay, well, they're simpler. A short sleeved shirt or blouse with either pants or a skirt. And then there's the PE uniform, right? That also comes in summer and winter versions. And around the mid to late 2010s, another category was introduced, which is called 생활복 or daily wear uniform.
So we got pictures here, right? Let me tell you something.
What?
These are what we call 노는 애들.
Oh, because the skirt is
Look
too
at the
short.
Look at the skirt size there, the length. Look how short it is.
Yeah, it is a little bit short.
I heard you're not allowed to do that.
You're not. So they would do it with their friends, and then if there's like a teacher passing by, they would unroll it. So
Yeah.
you basically roll up the part here.
So it's supposed to be long to the point where it goes under the knee,
Yeah, it
Right?
used to be. I don't think it's like
But then
it has to be that long.
what these girls do is, the cool, I don't even want to call them cool because you're not supposed to do that. They roll it up on the top
Yes.
and make it into a short skirt.
Yes, yes.
And then if they're a good student or a bad student.
yes, depending on the length of your
Yes.
skirt.
And so I've asked my wife, I was like, what about you? Did you have short skirts or did you have long skirt? And she said no comment. So, you know what that means.
Oh, yes.
That means she
rolled
did it
up.
too.
Yes.
She rolled it too.
But I did it too. Because, like, if it's too long, it's not very comfortable for you to move around. Like, think about something covering your knees. It's not that comfortable.
What?
Oh.
I mean,
But I didn't, like, roll it up too much. Like,
the higher it's rolled up, that's your level and status.
yes.
Right?
Yes. In Korean middle schools.
Oh,
and high schools.
I heard the really scary one. Our producer makes a point. The real scary one wears the long skirt and then wears the long pants.
Yes.
The gym pants.
Yes, yes.
Because they
yes.
be kicking people. That's what's
Yes,
up.
and they're like doing jokbal.
Yes. The man spray.
Yes.
So let's talk about this 생활복, the daily wear uniform.
Well, if you think about it, spending the entire day in a dress shirt and skirt isn't exactly comfortable, right? And imagine wearing a white shirt in the peak of summer heat. And, since students are still growing, uniforms can become tight quickly. So the daily wear uniform was designed with more stretchable, more comfortable fabric to help students focus better and, just feel comfy in what they're wearing.
So what about this? Because I know some kids used to do this. Just wear the PE uniform.
Well, when I was in middle school, we didn't have the daily wear uniform at first. So some students wore PE uniforms because they were more comfy. But technically, that violates school dress codes unless it was PE class. So schools created something that looked neater than a tracksuit, but was more comfortable than a blazer.
I always thought it was stupid when, when I went to high school, all the football players used to wear their football uniforms in school. I was like, that's dumb. Stop trying to be a jock.
Oh.
Because they're trying to be like a jock, like I play football. Yeah, no, you
Yes,
play
they're
football.
showing off,
You're
basically.
6'5" and like 300 pounds. Yeah, you play football. You don't have to wear your uniform.
Oh.
And you go to Brooklyn Tech. That's a science high school, man. You're not cool. Goodness. So students have to buy all of this?
Yes, even just the formal uniform includes about 5 items, as we discussed, right?
Yeah.
And since they wear them daily, they need multiple shirts. And on top of that, girls often have to buy separate stockings. Then there's the PE uniform and daily wear uniform. So recently, the Korean government raised concerns about the high prices of school uniforms.
That's right. And we're going to continue to talk about all this and more. But first, let's take a listen to a song from KCM with an old school uniform, 오래된 교복. Thinking about people wearing short skirts. You've never seen me during the summertime, have you? Oh, no, wait. Did we not meet during the summertime? I wear short.
yeah, we
I
did.
wear short shorts. I wear short shorts.
I don't really remember. Maybe it wasn't that impressive.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Burn! Oh burn!
Offense. I mean,
Wow! Burn! That was nice. That was good.
that was good, right?
That was good.
Yeah,
I
nice.
don't even know what to say with that one. That was a good burn. Wow. Okay.
But I don't really remember you wearing
Okay.
short.
Okay. Very nice. I got burned hard here. Someone sent me to the burn unit. Before the song break,
Yes, yes.
you said the government
Don't
raised
cry.
concerns about
crying.
high uniform prices, right?
Yes.
Let's talk more about that.
Okay. In mid-February, President Lee Jae-myung mentioned in a meeting that school uniforms have become too expensive.
Yeah.
The cost of buying a full set can be around $400, so like 600,000 won.
Oh my goodness.
And do you remember the term backbone breaker? 등골 브레이커?
Yes,
Yes,
yep.
right? It used to refer to expensive North Face padding jackets worn over uniforms, right? But now people say the uniform itself has become the backbone breaker. And there is actually something called a uniform subsidy provided jointly by local governments and education offices. So in many regions, uniforms were almost fully or partly covered before.
So why are they so expensive right now, though?
Well, last year the subsidy was $200 in Seoul and $270 in Gyeonggi province. But manufacturers have raised prices, so parents are paying the extra amount now. And in response, the Ministry of Education recommended phasing out formal uniforms.
So Puyong and I were talking about the pros and cons of having a uniform here in Korea.
Yes.
There is a reason why people prefer uniforms.
Right.
So phasing out formal uniforms, there's going to be some backlash into this. So students would only have to buy daily wear uniforms or maybe PE uniforms instead?
Exactly. That's the idea. Because, since daily wear uniforms were introduced, formal uniforms aren't worn as often in daily life. Apparently, only about 7% of middle and high schools in Seoul regularly use formal uniforms.
That's true.
Yes. But most of the subsidy budget was being used for those formal uniforms. It's very inefficient.
Yeah.
And well, it's only a recommendation that the ministry put out there. So each school still decides its own dress code, but it lays the groundwork for change.
I have to say, I don't think, because I have a lot of schools near my house. There's elementary school, there's middle school, and there's like all these high school kids. So I don't think I've ever seen any of those kids wear the formal uniform.
Right?
They're always wearing the daily uniform.
Yeah.
Right? And in the wintertime, you don't know if they got whatever uniforms, they got a jacket over it.
Right.
But this is a big shift. So when we think of Korean school uniforms, the suit style, though, it looks iconic, though.
Yeah, it is, right? There's symbolism attached to it, I would say. For official events, the formal still has its place. And when you think of youth romance dramas, that's the image that comes to mind, right? Good-looking boys and girls wearing those fancy, pretty school uniforms. And even the uniforms people rent to go to Lotte World are based on that style. Did you know that the history of modern Korean school uniforms goes back about 140 years?
Probably does. I've seen enough Korean dramas to know that they used to wear a lot of those uniforms. And when I see my parents' old school, old pictures from school days, they all look the same.
Right. The black hat.
The hat, the black, even like the black
black
dress.
and white.
It's black and white, most of them, yeah.
Well, the first modern style uniform in Korea began in 1886 at Ihwahakdang.
Oh, geez.
And since it was a girls' school, the uniform was a red hanbok style skirt and jacket. We have a photo. It's red.
Wow.
It's cool, right?
That's a uniform?
Yes, it's hanbok style.
Man, it's flashy. Okay.
I'd love to see more uniforms in hanbok style.
There are schools that have the what is it?
The 개량 hanbok.
Yeah.
Like 민사고.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
It looks pretty cool.
Yes.
It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
Only geniuses go there.
Yes.
Yes. And during the Japanese colonial period, traditional hanbok style uniforms were banned and different styles emerged.
Were there times when there was no uniforms?
Yes. So in the 1970s, standardized uniforms with little variation between schools were introduced. Then in the 1980s, uniforms and hairstyle regulations were lifted so students could wear jeans and t-shirts freely. And if you've seen the movie Sunny, you'll remember how everyone expressed their individuality. You remember?
Yes. Very quickly, Crash Override was asking, we know all the uniforms that we talked about, are they for public schools? Yes. So starting from middle school to high school, all schools have uniforms.
Yeah.
In the U.S., it's only the private schools that have uniforms. But elementary school, you wear whatever you want. But middle and high school, public schools too, you wear uniforms.
Right. Do you know any other countries wearing like uniforms, even in public schools?
I want to say a lot of the Asian countries, I think, do that. I think Japan still kind of does that, right?
Yeah.
China, I think so. I know a lot of Asian countries, so let us know, guys.
Yeah, let us know.
And I know, Polina,
everyone.
you also sent us like your uniform pictures too. But why did the uniforms come back then?
Well, without uniforms, it was harder to distinguish students, and there were concerns about students entering places they shouldn't be. Naughty. And parents also complained about rising clothing expenses because students wanted branded items.
Yep.
So uniforms made a comeback. Fun fact, did you know that the luxury brand Burberry once filed a lawsuit against Korean?
I do know that
uniform
because the check mark, they said it was our trademark design.
Yes, exactly.
And basically the maker basically said, dude, you can't say that all check marks are yours.
Exactly.
So
Yes, that is what happened. So many Korean uniforms had check patterns, and Burberry claimed trademark infringement. As a result, starting in 2023, check pattern uniforms were discontinued.
God, it's tacky anyways. It's tacky anyways.
It is. Yes.
But again, we talked about how there are clearly pros and cons when it comes to uniforms.
They do. On one hand, students don't have to worry about what to wear each day, right? And income differences are less visible because they're all wearing the same thing.
Except during the winter time.
Right, like the North
jackets
Face
come, yes.
jacket. But on the other hand, having worn them myself, they can be uncomfortable and financially burdensome. And school uniforms in Korea have changed several times already, so it'll be interesting to see how they evolve again.
Let's go into our final takeaway today.
Boop. Well, school uniforms are more than just clothes. They reflect how a society views youth, equality, comfort, and even economics, right? And as debates continue about what students should wear, one thing stays the same. For many people, that uniform becomes a symbol of a specific time in their lives. And years later, just seeing it can bring back an entire season of memories.
That's right. Looking back, it's cool, right?
It is cool. Yeah, I miss those days, wearing school uniforms.
I don't miss school
Going
whatsoever.
to school with my backpack.
Just working, work
So
again.
excited to see my friends.
I had friends. Don't get me wrong, guys. I had friends. It's just I didn't really like school. I don't know why.
Did you get bullied?
Yes.
Oh.
There was time, not bad, not like bad, but it was like minor ones, right? Minor ones. Not to the point where I was like, I don't want to go to school. But it's just I was never big on studying. You know, it's just not studying. But you know, but studying is important.
Yes, but you have to go to school to see your friends, no?
I mean, I could see them at the park. You know, I went to School of Hard Knocks is where I went. Puyong, thank you very much for this. Have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, this is BAP with Young, Wild, and Free.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio is Puyong. Puyong, hello to you.
Hello.
Puyong,
Uh-huh.
did you buy ginkgo nuts for your boyfriend?
No.
Did you not hear my
The
introduction?
경칩?
Yes.
Ginkgo nuts.
I didn't know you had to get. I thought you give ginkgo nuts to people you hate
Oh, because of the smell?
because it smells like poop poop. It smells bad.
Poop poop.
Like it smells bad. Like if you crush
really
it, it
bad.
smells bad.
Yes.
Do you like it as anju though?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know you're only supposed to have a little bit. You're
right.
not supposed to have a lot.
Right, because of the nutritional facts?
Yeah, there's a little bit of toxin there, and also it's like other stuff that you should only have a little bit of.
Do you like it as anju?
It depends on what I have with it.
The pairing?
Yeah, so if I'm having beer, it's good.
Yeah.
But the other week I had it with wine. Because they just ordered it, and it came with like I ordered the skewers, and it came with it,
right?
and it just overpowered the wine. So I didn't really like it, but
Yeah, it can overpower the wine because of the scent.
the scent and the taste is
Yes.
very like it's powerful and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Boop,
Okay,
boop.
yeah, that's right.
I like it.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, let me ask you
Sure.
something first. When you think of a subway station, what kind of place comes to mind?
That is an easy question.
Oh, it is?
The best station in all of Korea.
Uh-huh.
Bumge Station on line number 4.
Okay.
Bumge Station line number 4, ladies
I've
and
never
gentlemen.
been.
Exit 2.
Never been.
Never been?
Oh. Why exit 2 though?
That's where if you come out of exit 2, then you have all the party street opens up.
Oh, that's like the
where-
번화가.
Where is it? It's in Anyang. The great city of Anyang. That's where it is.
No one knows where Bumge Station is.
Oh my goodness! I told you I went with a former guest of ours, Chung Chul. He's a North Korean refugee, defector, and he came visiting. And he said, "Where are the farms? I thought there'd be farms."
I know Anyang's not really famous.
Anyang's not famous.
Oh,
That-
only the hockey team, I think.
Oh my goodness!
The hockey team, right?
Yes, they're famous too.
Yes. What else?
The prison.
Oh,
The prison's famous.
and SJ.
Yes,
Now
yeah,
SJ.
exactly.
Yes. What about like stations in the U.S.?
Stations in the U.S. Well, I mean,
Like, I mean,
I'm
New
from
York's
New York, so
notorious.
like there's like Grand Central Station.
Yes. Right.
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 Or
What's your favorite? Oh,
or
what's with the face? I'm scared now.
if you're on the 7 train, 46th Street and Bliss Street, baby, that's where it is. That's where I grew up.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Anyways, why are you asking me?
Well, most of us probably imagine a place, people simply pass through. You tap your card, rush down the stairs, catch your train, and just move on. But in Seoul, some subway stations have started turning into something completely different. So instead of just transportation hubs, they're becoming cultural spaces, urban farms, and even places for exercise.
Yeah, I mean, some of these train stations, subway stations are just outrageous. It does sound very unusual.
It really is. And the interesting thing is that this transformation is happening inside stations people already use every day. So today we're going to look at a few of the most unique subway stations in Seoul and how they've been reinvented.
All right, where are we going to start? There's so many stations.
Well, let's start with something that surprises a lot of people the first time they hear about it, which is farming inside the subway station.
You know what? Your script says farming.
Yes.
But I do know about this. I do
You
know
do?
about this. Yeah, there
Yes.
is farming going on, not just in one station, but multiple stations.
Multiple, yes.
Let's talk about
yes.
this.
In several stations, including Sangdo Station, 답심리 Station, Cheonwang Station, Chungjeongno Station, and Ulji로 Samga Station, there's something called Metro Farm.
That's right.
These are indoor smart farms built inside unused underground spaces in subway stations.
That's right. And so we have a picture of this. And what would be maybe like stores that could go in there, they say, well, instead of that,
Yes.
let's create a smart farm.
Yes.
And look at that.
It looks like a lab, right?
It does look like a
Yeah,
lab. It really does. All right, so what do they grow there?
Well, mostly leafy vegetables like lettuce and herbs, but instead of soil, the plants grow in vertical hydroponic systems under LED lights, as we just saw. And the environment is fully controlled, including temperature, humidity, and light levels, so the vegetables can be grown year-round.
Speaking of which, Polina actually asked, and I completely forgot yesterday. She was asking, when are you going to start growing your plants?
Oh, right! Oh my god, I completely
We've
forgot
been
about it.
really busy lately.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yes.
But all of
Oh,
this stuff that we
right.
just talked about here, it seems very high tech.
Yes, it is, right? So Seoul started introducing these metro farms a few years ago as part of a broader experiment with urban agriculture. And since subway stations already have large underground spaces, the idea was to use them more efficiently.
Right.
And the vegetables grown there are actually supplied to nearby restaurants and cafes, so it's not just a display, it's real food production happening underground.
And it actually might, I think when it first popped up, it surprised a lot of commuters.
Yes. Some people say it feels like stepping into a small science lab hidden inside a subway station, and others say it's interesting to see fresh vegetables growing in a place usually associated with concrete and trains. So it's also become a small educational attraction, especially for students who visit to learn about smart farming.
Now, this is all cool and good, but it's also space that you're using, and that space
Yes.
could be used to
For something
maybe
else.
something else, and it could be income for Seoul Metro,
Right.
which is always bleeding money. Do people actually buy these vegetables?
They do. As mentioned already, some of the vegetables are supplied directly to nearby restaurants and cafes.
Okay.
And there's a salad vending machine inside the farm.
Oh.
So anyone can go and just, pick it out.
I mean, I would never pay for a salad, but
You wouldn't. So they're actually part of the local food supply. And because everything is grown in a controlled environment, the quality is very consistent.
All right, let's go into our next station. And this is actually a station that I used to frequent back in the
Oh,
days.
for what?
This is where my first radio station, where I used to work many, many years ago.
Okay.
This is where it's located. And I have a car. I'd always stop by at this place.
Oh.
And it's Chungmuro Station.
Yes, the next one is Chungmuro Station on line 3 and 4. This station is home to a cultural space called 오 재미동.
Oh, Timmy.
오 재미동.
Sounds fun.
Yes, the name literally means, oh, fun neighborhood. And it's a space dedicated to Korean comics, animation, and films. It originally opened in the mid-2000s as a center supporting cartoon artists, but it was renovated and reopened a few years ago as a more modern cultural complex.
You know what? When I used to be there, it was smaller. It was just like kind of like they were still like just kind of creating it. And it
just
wasn't much to look at, to be honest with you. And then it started expanding and expanded. By then, I wasn't going there anymore. We got a picture here.
Yes,
And this is real cool.
that's all DVDs.
They're DVDs?
Yes.
Where's the adult section?
I don't think they would put it there.
Those are all DVDs?
Oh my god, yes.
Wow.
They have a whole
book film.
collection. And they also have books.
Oh my goodness, because nowadays no one has DVDs. That's real. Oh, what is this? Is this where you can watch the DVD?
Yes.
Oh.
And you know what? It's all free.
Where's the adult section? Wow, that's real
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
They didn't have this when I used to go.
Oh, when was that?
It was from 2009
Okay.
to about 2011
Oh, okay.
or 2012.
So they were literally making.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
face.
yeah. So it was, wow, that's real cool there.
Yes, visitors can explore exhibitions about Korean comics, webtoons, and animation. There are also reading spaces where people can browse comics, and also areas where young artists can showcase their work. And we just saw something, that looked like a collection, right? And that's a space called the Archive.
The archive?
Yes, the Archive.
The archive?
Yeah.
Is the archive going to get sued? Because I think this was around longer than they have.
Right.
Oh, this is fascinating stuff, guys. Again, these are stuff that are located in subway stations
Yes.
in Seoul.
Yes.
We'll continue to talk about all these unique subway stations, but first, this is Le Seraphim with Come Over. Now we're talking about these cool subway stations. I'll tell you this, everything outside of Pumge Station is cool, but inside there's not much to look at. It's not like those kind of stations that we just talked about here.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're admitting.
You know what's
Pumge
another
station
really
is-
cool station? That's actually not in Seoul, Pupyeong Station.
In Incheon.
Incheon, because, well, Pupyeong people will not say they're Incheon. There's this whole rivalry thing. But if you go to the underground shopping center,
Yeah.
ginormous.
Yes, I think they're like registered on the Guinness book.
It's like I think it's like the largest
Yes.
what is it, underground shopping center or something like that, right? Anyways, we're talking about the archive,
Oh, yes.
the original archive
Yes.
at Chungmuro Station.
Yes. Well, the archive houses film-related books, art books, and classic movie magazines. And since Chungmuro has long been associated with Korea's film industry,
yes.
they also keep a large collection of DVDs there, as we just saw. So after registering as a member, visitors can watch one film per day in small viewing booths inside the archive for free.
Fair enough.
Yeah, one per day.
Because Chungmuro Station, if you come out of Chungmuro Station, they have the 대한극장.
Yes.
Which is like the most famous and used to have premieres there. And that they called it, I don't want to call it Hollywood. But yes, it's closed now. The 대한극장, the Daehan Cinema is closed now.
Yes.
But it's a very historic site there.
And one film per day is actually quite a lot if you think about it, right?
Yeah, just borrow Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The 3 hours,
Yes.
3 hours.
Yes.
But do they also hold events there?
They do. And one interesting thing is that they occasionally screen independent films there as well. Since Chungmuro has long been associated with Korea's film industry, as we already said, the space sometimes hosts small screenings or cultural programs related to film and animation.
So it's like a small museum hidden underground.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. And it's actually very popular. So the center actually closed briefly last December, but many citizens asked for it to stay open. So it reopened on January the 5th this year.
Okay.
This shows how subway spaces can become platforms for creative culture rather than just corridors people rush through.
So Chungmuro Station is actually pretty big. Like it
It
doesn't
is, it
seem
is.
big on the outside, but it's big because it has line number
Three
and four.
Right.
And so there's a lot of space around that they could use. You mentioned a station that it's related to exercising, which is a station I'm probably going to be avoiding at all costs.
right.
Where are we going here?
That one is Yeoinaru Station on
Okay.
Line 5. This station sits right next to the Han River, which is one of the most popular running spots in Seoul, right?
Yeah, I mean, people know about the Hangang running crew and stuff like that. You have a lot of runners there.
Exactly. Running culture has grown a lot in Korea over the past decade, and the riverside paths near Yeouido are always packed with runners, especially in the evenings and on weekends. So the city decided to create something called Runner Station inside Yeoinaru Station.
Now I gotta see this. We got a picture here.
Yes.
It says Runner Station.
Yeah, you can see that it's right next to the gates.
Yeah. And there's people run. Oh, there's treadmills and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Like two treadmills, I think.
Oh.
This is like a photo spot.
Okay, so they're basically lane number 1, lane number 2, then number
Yes.
3, and then people are going to run up.
Yeah, it's
now,
like the
be
starting
careful,
point.
though. Be careful when you're running up the stairs.
Yes.
Always have to... Oh.
And this is where you can like just stretch and prepare.
Oh, I thought it was just like a ginormous treadmill.
No.
That,
It's
which
like,
would be cool.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, this is a stretch area.
And you
base
can like check the weather outside
Oh, wow.
with the LED screen. And you can also see the routes that you can run.
It's raining outside.
Right
Look,
now?
It's raining. No.
Yeah, over there.
It's raining. It's raining. Humidity is 81%, and what is it? It's raining.
Well, some people like to run in the
2.5
rain.
millimeters of rain
It's
outside.
kind of romantic.
Yes, I mean, so a
Running in the
little bit.
rain.
But, with all that yellow dust right now, it's disgusting
yeah.
rain.
True.
But this is really cool, though. Tell us
right?
what it offers.
Well, it's essentially a support center designed specifically for runners. There are lockers where people can store their belongings, changing rooms where they can switch into running clothes, and areas where people can prepare, like doing stretching before heading out to the river.
Guys, this is real cool. Now, you don't have to live in Yeouido
Right.
to go running at the Han River now because you have all these facilities.
Yes, you can put your belongings in the locker, so it's much more convenient.
Sounds very convenient.
Yeah. So many office workers come to Yeouido during the day for work, of course. And after work, they want to run along the Han River, right? And instead of carrying their running gear all day, they can keep things in the station and change their clothes as well. And I don't think they're doing it anymore, but they also used to host their own running programs and classes.
Oh, did they really?
Yes.
So
but it just stopped. Like it stopped in November, I think.
Okay, so that makes the subway station part of the fitness routine then.
Exactly. Some runners even say it makes spontaneous exercise much easier. You get off the subway, change quickly,
Yeah.
go for a run along the river, and then, just head back home. And the space has also become a meeting point for running groups who gather there before starting their runs.
No, I mean, it seems like, they did a really good job.
Yes,
Like,
it's fancy.
it's fancy,
Oh,
right?
It's modern, it's chic.
It's very modern.
Yeah, it's like a photo spot now.
And it's a very smart way to use the space, given,
Yes.
again, a lot of people do go to that area for running.
They can now, shoot like 오운완 photos there.
Oh, my goodness.
The
I used to
오늘
do that,
운동
yeah.
완료.
I
You
mean,
used to do
I
that?
used to do that, yeah.
After hitting the gym?
Yes,
Oh,
last year.
do you have a photo? I want to see. I want to see if it's impressive.
No, it's not impressive.
How's your burn?
It's pretty good, but no, it's I can't compare it. I can't compare it to you. That's why. But again, when you were asking me, like, what's a station that comes to mind when we think about stations, I didn't think about all of this, and it's really interesting to see these stations all serving like completely different purposes, but like cool purposes.
Yes, that's true, right? One station grows vegetables, another celebrates comic and film culture, and another supports runners heading to the Han River. And what's interesting is that these ideas all started from the same question, which is how can we use subway spaces that were originally empty or overlooked?
Yeah, it changes how we think about public transportation.
Exactly. Cities like Seoul rely heavily on subways, so these stations naturally become part of everyday life. By turning them into farms, cultural spaces, or running hubs, the city is experimenting with ways to make public infrastructure more useful beyond transportation.
We have more pictures of that area, and like it's wild.
It is. That's the treadmill that
So
we're
the
seeing.
treadmill that they're using is actually really, really high-end, expensive treadmills.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a little slightly arched, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
help you with the running.
It's like 무중력? Like
Yeah.
non-gravity something?
So it's less impact on your knees and things like that.
Yes,
It's real good
yes.
stuff. They spell powder wrong, though.
He spelled it with a U?
They spelled it with a U.
Powder.
Powder room.
Yes.
They spelled fitting room right, but they spelled powder room wrong.
Yes.
Why do you have a powder room? Oh my goodness.
For
And this is where you sanitize your running shoes.
yes.
They got all of it. Look at that dude's thighs.
Oh, impressive.
Man, he was like hold on, sir, we're going to take a picture. And he's like, hold on. Why do you need to flex when you're
Flexing.
sanitizing your sneakers, sir?
Maybe he didn't. It's just naturally there.
No, he said, I know how it's like.
Oh,
He's like,
impressive.
take a picture. What's our takeaway today?
Well, we often think of subway stations as places you just pass through. But as we saw today, they can become anything, right? Farms, art spaces, or even running hubs. So here's a question for our listeners.
Okay.
Is there an interesting or unusual subway station in your city? If there is, maybe it's worth taking a closer look the next time you pass through.
That's right. I'm trying to think like what's like an interesting subway station in New York. Grand Central Station?
yeah.
I mean, but it's not like that interesting.
Well, I mean, like in New York, you see all the people playing instruments.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of...
Yeah, they have like performance during the subways and stuff like that. I don't know, like I kind of like that, I guess.
romantic.
Right, but New York subways it
Not
smells.
really diverse though, right?
No,
Mostly
it's not.
music and performances.
No, there's a lot of busking going on and
Yes,
things like that, right?
yes.
You'll see random stuff. But again,
Yes.
I haven't been to New York in a really, really long time. So that's that.
And a lot of action.
That's right. But anyways, Puyong, thank you so much for this. This was wonderful. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, let's take a listen to a song from Hwang Min-hyun with Hidden Side.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
And back joining us in the studio for coffee break. Today's tidbit is Puyong. Puyong, hello to you.
Hello.
Puyong, like literally 5 seconds before we came on air,
Yes.
you mentioned a thing about the title of the last song.
Yes.
나의 첫사랑에게,
It's my first
to my first love.
And I asked you about your first love.
Yeah, and I asked you back,
Yes, the definition.
what is the definition of your first love? Is it your first girlfriend?
No. Someone who you cannot forget. Like
Oh.
someone who you, really can't forget. And, someone who just holds that tiny,
Like the first time it
in
happened, right? The first time it happened.
Yes, in your heart.
It was certainly not my first girlfriend. And I think I told her that.
You told her that you're not my first love?
No. Yeah.
What did you...
And then she was like, how can you say that? And then you know what I said? I was like, am I your first love? She's like, no, but still. And I was like, that would... What? Like...
Well, you never say that to a girl.
Yeah, but I'm a T though, you know? I'm a T. Do you remember your first love?
Yes, because it's ongoing.
Ah.
Of course. It's ongoing.
Is it? Is it?
Of course.
Probably listening, that's why. He's probably listening. Okay,
It's
okay.
ongoing, yes.
Everyone, who's your first love?
Yes. Do you all remember your first love? Because everyone says, like, especially men, they never forget their first love.
Yeah.
And even, when you're married, if you think of your first love, you get emotional.
But come to think of it, my first love cheated on me. So that's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, so it didn't end well.
No. First loves never happen. Like it never goes to the end.
happy
That's what
ending.
you know what? Actually no, I can't say that. That's not always true. That's not always true, but usually.
Right.
Usually.
right.
Ben Song, careful SJ, it's a trap. Well, you know what? I took that trap and I tossed it back at her.
Yes.
Is what I did.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I recently climbed the Kwanaksan, right?
Yes, you
I actually have
did.
a photo of myself.
Okay.
at
Here is the
peak.
photo.
Yes, that's me.
Gosh, she does all this like on the weekends.
Yes. Very productive.
That is definitely not the peak that I went to.
Because you got lost.
Oh, 629 meters.
Yeah, quite high.
Okay.
Oh, not bad, right?
That's around the amount of walking I did. Lost. Not going up, just walking around. 629 meters.
Oh my god.
But anyways,
Kwanaksan has always been popular among older hikers, but
Mm-hmm.
these days it's becoming really popular with people in their 20s and 30s as well.
so when you went, was there a lot of people?
Yes.
Oh my
I went on a
gosh.
Friday, and even though it was a weekday, there were still quite a lot of people. About 10 minutes after I took that photo at the summit,
Yeah.
people literally started lining up just to take pictures in front of that stone. And these days, there are even stories about people waiting up to an hour just to get that photo. We have a photo actually.
This
showing
was from you?
how crowded it is.
Was this
No, it's not.
Okay.
I looked it up on Instagram.
It's a Saturday.
Yes. They're lining up to take a photo in front of the stone.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and there's another photo.
Uh-huh.
These people are
Oh my gosh.
they're trying to go up to the peak, the summit. They're
my
not at the
gosh.
summit yet.
Well, I mean, that was on March 1st, Independence Day. Well, it was a
Yeah, it was a
Sunday. It was a
holiday.
Sunday. So a lot of
but
people
still,
went up.
still. You
They're
know,
all young.
right? That is the thing.
Is there a club going on up there?
Kwana Club. Yoop yoop.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I see it. Oh, he wasn't a foreigner. Okay. But anyways, why did it become so popular?
Well, it's because of a recent episode of the Korean variety show You Quiz on the Block, hosted by the famous MC Yoo Jae-suk. So the show basically invites people from many different fields to talk about their lives. And in late January, a well-known fortune teller slash feng shui expert named Park Sung-jun appeared on the program. And during the show, he said that Gwanaksan has particularly strong energy, and he recommended visiting the mountain when things aren't going well in life.
What was the reasoning for that?
Well, according to him, Gwanaksan looks like flames rising upward.
It does.
Which in feng shui is called hwasan, like fire mountain.
Yes, yes.
And because of that shape, it's believed to have strong fire energy that can shake stagnant energy and create new momentum. And there's even a story that if you climb the mountain and make the same wish 3 times, it will come true. And interestingly, this strong fire energy of Gwanaksan also influenced the way Gyeongbokgung was built.
Oh, interesting. I wonder, I was born in the year of the red tiger, apparently. Like the fire tiger.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that's why fire and fire clashed
Yes, that's why.
and I got lost.
Yeah, the mountain rejected you.
Yep.
Oh, I don't need any more fire.
Maybe some like water mountain or something. But how did it affect that though?
Well, at the time, people believed the fire energy from the mountain could actually threaten the capital. So when Gyeongbokgung was built, it wasn't placed directly facing Gwanaksan. The direction was slightly adjusted. And even the signboard at Sungnaemun, which is the main southern gate of the old city, is hung vertically to symbolically counter that energy.
Man, I had no idea. Okay, so
neither.
it's kind of like the way of balancing the mountain's power then.
Exactly. And
Okay.
if you go to Gwangamun, you see the statues of the mythical animal Hete,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Sitting on both
yes.
sides of the gate. And those were also placed there because Hete is believed to control fire with water energy.
I need to have a lot of hete in me.
Yes. You need like Hete. Oh, maybe we should bring Hetes here.
I need a little hete in me. Okay,
Yes,
that
yes.
makes point.
And at one point, they even created a pond called Namji between what is now Seoul Station and Namdaemun to help balance that energy.
You know what I really wanted? I wanted a tattoo of hete.
Oh,
So having hete in me, would that help me?
that would. Yes, of
I
course.
might have a lot of fire. People say I have a lot of fire.
Oh.
I might need a little hete in me.
Whoa.
Okay, okay.
Oh, is that because of your like temper? Like
No. It's just, you know, when you do this haju,
oh,
you know, there's like fire,
yeah.
water,
Soil?
earth,
Right,
right?
earth.
And then what is it?
What else?
Oh, gold. I think gold, right? Anyways, so I have like
lot of
2 or
fire.
3 fires or something like that, and then it helped out with. Yeah. Anyways, like you need stuff like that. You need like a little water in
then
you.
you
I
need
think.
a hete.
I do.
Maybe
I
like
think I need.
on your belly.
That's right.
Yeah.
A hete tiger on my belly. That's so weird. But again, all of these things that we talked about here seems like a lot of effort.
Yes.
But the mountain must have been considered that powerful for all of this to take place.
Yes, exactly. And mountains with the character ak in their names are usually rocky and rugged, right?
Oh.
And when I climbed Gwanaksan, I noticed that unless there were stairs built along the trail, most sections were basically rock surfaces.
It's true. I know this
Yes.
because I got lost.
Yeah.
And I got to places where there was a lot of rocks.
Yeah, right.
Did you make a wish?
I did.
Okay. Well, you can't say the wish, right?
I can't.
Because you can't. It's not going to come true then. Okay.
It's a secret wish. But anyways, near the summit, there are places called Yeonjudae and the temple Yeonju-am, which are believed to be spots where that strong energy gathers. And that is one reason people have visited the area for centuries to make wishes.
I remember I went to a mountain in Daegu, and at the top there's like a Buddha statue.
Yes.
And my dad, I went there with my dad when he used to live in Daegu, and he said that statue grants one wish.
Oh.
And then I said, I wish I could do broadcasting in Korea.
What?
And I kid you not, right? 2 weeks later, I got a interview with another radio station.
Where is that mountain?
I don't know the name. That's the
in
thing.
Daegu?
If I ask my dad, I think he'll know. My
Okay.
dad knows.
I should look it up. Like with a Buddhist.
And it wasn't even a bad hike. I mean, I was like in real good shape back then, but still like, like I was skinny and like in really good shape back then, but they have stuff like this, like making wishes at the top, right?
Interesting.
But any interesting thing for hikers up there?
Well, actually, yes. At Yeonjuam, the temple, there's a small shop that sells 컵라면. So hikers jokingly call it a mountain restaurant or mountrestaurant, 산스토랑. And by the way, Gwanaksan is about 632 meters high. And since the ridge is very rocky, it's not necessarily the easiest mountain for beginners.
Yes, and also follow the route. Don't be like
Yes.
me. So choosing the right route is very important.
Exactly. For beginners, I recommend starting from the trail near the Institute of Construction and Environment Engineering building inside Seoul National University. If you take a bus from Seouldae 입구 station, exit 3, you can get there pretty easily. And I also started from that route, and it took me about an hour.
Yeah, I used to live in Pongchon, and there was a bus that went directly to
yes,
that area.
yes.
And it was, once you get off that, it's easy to
Very
find.
easy, very easy. Yes.
But what about people that want to do something more challenging?
Well, then the route starting from Sadang Station exit 4 is popular. You have to climb over rocks from the beginning, and the trail is steeper and longer. But the view along the ridge is very open and beautiful. And since there are sections where you need to use your hands, many hikers bring anti-slip gloves.
That's why, like on the weekends, because Hadang Station has a lot of like restaurants.
Yes.
You'll see after, like in the afternoon, like late afternoons, bunch of hikers just drinking and drinking.
Right.
Afterwards in this
Yeah.
Hadang area.
Yes.
We'll continue to talk about hiking in Korea, but first, this is Baby Monster with We Go Up. Buyong that last year, I was like running 5K, 10K and stuff like that. But even still, walking up like 3 flights of stairs was exhausting.
Yeah.
It just uses a different muscle.
Yes.
It's very, very
Totally
difficult.
different.
Let's go back to Gwanaksan.
Okay.
Gwanaksan is it's an area that I see all the time as I'm driving.
Right.
From
you
Seoul
drive
to
past
Anyang,
Hadang,
I always
right?
pass by Gwanaksan.
Yes.
And if you go a different route that I go to, if I didn't want to go early, faster, when it snows, it's so beautiful.
Oh.
It's beautiful. But Gwanaksan is very popular for everyone because it's very accessible, right?
Exactly. And near the entrance, there's something called a Seoul Hiking Tourism Center.
I heard about this.
And visitors can get hiking information not only in Korean, but also in English, Chinese, and Japanese. And for foreign tourists, they also rent hiking gear like boots, hiking clothes, trekking poles, and even winter equipment like crampons for a small fee.
Okay, I've heard about this. And hiking has been trending among the MZ generation for quite a while now, right?
Yes. Well, the trend really began during the COVID period.
Yes.
Since people couldn't easily spend time indoors and we did the social distancing, many started looking for outdoor activities with lower infection risk. So hiking became a great option. It's easy to start, and photos taken at the summit are very Instagrammable while also showing a healthy and productive lifestyle.
It's a very good workout.
Yes.
It's a very, very good workout. And it's not just Koreans. I know foreign visitors are hiking a lot too, especially with the services that are provided.
Yes. One big reason is accessibility. Cities where you can step off a subway train and immediately start hiking are actually quite rare around the world. In many places, you have to drive far outside the city. But in Korea, hiking can easily be just one activity during your day.
And again, as we mentioned, when the equipment can be rented, it makes it that much more easier.
Yes, these hiking tourism centers exist not only at Gwanaksan, but also at Bukhansan, Bugaksan, Namsan, and Achasan. And last year, about 6 out of 10 visitors were actually foreign tourists.
Okay, because they've heard so much about it. I mean, this is becoming a thing now.
It is.
And it does sound like part of the travel like a local trend that we talked about before.
Right. When foreigners hike in Korea, they also experience some very unique scenes, right? You might see outdoor exercise equipment, often called 산스장. 산스장, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, they have the fun, equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, 산스장. And older hikers greeting each other along the trail, even though they're just strangers to one another. And people bringing kimbap or 컵라면 to eat at the summit.
You'll see all the old people doing. They cup their hands.
Yes.
And again, it's for the circulation.
yeah.
They do all this, and then they go.
They hit the back, right?
They find a tree.
Yes.
And they start like hitting their back, right?
Right.
You'll see all that. You'll see a lot of this. You know.
And a lot of people like doing the hand claps.
Yes.
The front and back.
Yes.
Yes. All for circulation.
No,
everyone.
it's supposed to be really good for you.
Yes. Actually, clapping is really good for you.
It is very good. So everyone clap for me.
Yeah.
No one claps for me anymore. But we can't forget about the food after the hike, which is why I said sadang is very popular, right?
Yes, yes. Do you have your favorite like post-hiking food?
I don't know. I only went once.
Only once? Wait, that was your first?
That was my first and last time. I got lost and I got traumatized.
You should give it another try.
No.
No?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, for many people, hiking almost feels incomplete without the meal afterward.
Yes.
Popular dishes include 닭백숙, like chicken stew,
Yes.
오리백숙, duck stew,
Yes.
두부보쌈, tofu and pork belly, 도토리묵, acorn jelly, and 해물파전, seafood pancake. And of course, people often drink 막걸리.
Well, you can notice that. I mean, all the food that you just mentioned is good with makgeolli.
Yes.
It's just
Good
refreshing.
pairing.
It's cold.
Yes.
And for some
Bit
reason,
carbonated.
it's carbonated, but like it feels like, because they did all these workouts, and they're going, well, beer is not good. Soju is not good. At least makgeolli has like
It's
some,
rice.
you know, it has some good like health benefits.
Right.
So let's go with that.
Right. It's an excuse.
Are there other mountains you recommend for foreign visitors?
Yes, well, Gwanaksan obviously is definitely a good option, especially since Seoul National University is nearby, and there are many restaurants around Seouldae Ibgu Station and
Sharosuke.
Nakseongdae Station. Yes, Sharosuke. And another famous option would be Bukhansan.
Okay, so Bukhansan is the only national park located inside Seoul, from what I understand.
That's right. When people think of mountains in Seoul, Bukhansan is usually the first one that comes to mind. And there are several routes, but the Baegundae course is the most popular. It's the shortest path to the summit, and even beginners can often reach the top in about 2 hours.
And you can get there by subway, right?
Yes. You can take the Uwi Sinsol line to Bukhansan Uwi Station, and the trail begins with stone steps and steep paths, so the beginning can feel a little challenging, but hikers can take a break at Baegun Shelter before continuing.
What if people like me that prefer something a bit lighter?
Then Achasan is a great choice. It's not very high, so it's often recommended as an easy trekking course. And you can get there through Achasan Station on Line 5. If you walk a little, about like 20 minutes along the trail, you reach something called the 고구려정. It's like a gazebo. It offers a beautiful view. Around sunset, you can watch the sky change colors. And once it gets dark, you can see the city lights spread across the skyline.
Oh, we have pictures.
Yes. The first one is Bukhansan, like the view that you get from Bukhansan.
Oh, that's
There are two
where
people.
that's where it seems like I got lost. Where I got to, it kind of looked like that, but less high. Wow, that's a wow.
It is, right? Bukhansan on a clear day. It's
So you're
going to be
looking
beautiful.
down south, right?
Yes,
Oh wow.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's like
Very
all of Seoul
beautiful.
there. We have another picture.
That would be Achasan.
Okay, there it
That's
is.
the gazebo that I talked about. 고구려정.
Oh wow.
You can just chill
Okay.
there.
I bet you everybody's chilling over
Yes, we have the night view.
there. Oh,
From
snap.
Achasan. Yeah, Achasan isn't that high, but that view is spectacular. At
Okay.
night. Yes.
Very nice.
And
Very
since it's
nice.
not very high, you can go up in the evening. So,
After
Good
after a
option.
meal, you want to digest a bit and you go up.
yeah,
Okay.
as a walk.
Very nice. Let's get our final takeaway today.
well, living in a busy city like Seoul, it's easy to forget how close nature actually is. But here in Seoul, mountains are never very far away. And sometimes stepping away from the noise of the city for just a few hours can be enough to reset your mind before coming back to everyday life.
That's right. Beautiful stuff
So you
there.
should give it another try.
Oh my goodness. What if I get lost? I know what you were doing. You were wishing that you become the host of the Culture Inc.
No,
and then
of
you go,
course not.
SJ get lost, and then I never come back and you become the host. That's what it is.
Of course not, SJ.
That's all part of their plan. I don't know what you're going to do over the weekend, but it's probably going to be high activity,
Yes,
highly
yes. I'm
active
playing
stuff.
futsal for 2 days.
There you go.
I have a
there
friendly
you go.
match.
Oh, let us know how
on
that
Sunday.
went.
Okay.
All right. Have a fantastic weekend, Puyo.
too.
We'll see you again next week.
See you next week.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Stray Kids with Mountains.